Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. Just an unboxing and first impressions, not a review. We have an interesting new release from CJRB, interesting strategy. I got these out of the packages and realized that they are just openly calling this the Fugly. I mean, hey, you know, swinging every ball. Let's find out. Is that a good thing to call your? I don't know, right? Let's find out. Thanks so much to CJRB for sending these in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Yeah, so presumably these are available. I'll have them linked down in the description. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. I'm gonna move these up. We're gonna open all of them because there's probably different variations here. But this is judging by the box and the materials here, it's gonna be a budget knife. Oh no, I remember who. Oh no, what's the designer's name behind this? Hold on. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So this is not typically what we see. This, I mean, like, I think it's funny they just go ahead and call. I don't know if this is like a commentary on like the fact that how a knife looks is incredibly subjective, you know, and so many people take their opinion too seriously as far as like absolute fact when it comes to whether a knife looks good or looks bad. I think it's really funny that the designer of this knife just went ahead and called it the Fugly. Because in some ways, yeah, sure, but also pretty straightforward utilitarian design. We don't typically see like gold. This is interesting. It's like gold star studs or these big, like they're just in pure embellishment, these big gashes in the blade. Can you use that to reverse flick it? Oh, you actually can. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but you can totally use this. It's also a front flipper. Yeah, this works pretty well. Simple locking system, very typical CJRB with the liner lock, right? A lot of people are going to be bored with that, but that's okay because it's not, there's no way that this is a super expensive knife, right? Why we don't have mounting positions for lefties, I have no idea. Oh wait, does it say right here? Oh, it just says, have a nice day. Why? I don't even know why that's funny. I just, out of everything that you could put on the knife, there's obviously like more information, you know, about this that I don't know about, and I'll include in the review. But out of everything that I would expect to see on the blade, that's not one. That's not what I expect to be there. It's funny though. Little forward choil area. It's a lot bigger. It's a lot. The knife is a lot bigger than I would expect it to be. Access to the liner lock's good. I mean, it functions the way I would assume. So probably 45, 50, 55, that's probably what that's what I would expect to see. I got to know the story on this. And I'll try to put the designer's information, because they reached out to me on Instagram, but I'll try to put the designer's information, you know, somewhere on screen. So this one's going to be the green and black. Straightforward there, green, G10. Is this also G? Yeah, it's G10, not micarta. And then we still have those green, or I'm sorry, those gold studs there. Feels exactly the same, and also says have a nice day. And then what do we have for the final one here? I'm gonna get into it and see. I mean, it probably says on the outside of the box. I'd rather just open it up and take a look. We have blue. So actually, yeah, very, very typical CJRB colors here. I see less coyote. I see more of that gray, you know, blue there. This one has a couple of little marks on it from the factory. It probably won't be able to wash that off, no problem with soap and water. But anyways, liner lock knives all feel essentially exactly the same in terms of action here. Little tiny bit of grittiness with the liner lock. Just a little bit. Yeah, a little bit there. A little bit there as well. It's kind of, CJRB kind of just does that. Just feel fine. I know you guys, you'll always cringe when I do this without gloves. I don't expect these to, you know, hold up to much more than that, but that's fine. Like, even if it's a little, there's a little bit of a crunch there with the liner lock, that'll probably work itself out. But they do them well enough in my experience that they're not going to disengage unless you're abusing them or you're treating it like an ape would treat their tools, which unfortunately is all too common, especially with people who are a little newer to knives. But anyways, let's take some measurements here real quick. I'm curious exactly how big this thing is. The overall length is coming in, yeah, it's 8.25. No, not quite. It's like 8.2. Definitely a full-size knife, though. Blade length, I'm going to say 3.5. Cutting edge, just over 3.25. Just over 3.25. So we have G10 AR RPM 9, which if you're not familiar, is a proprietary steel offered only by Artisan Cutlery and CJRB, right? Artisan Cutlery typically does the more expensive stuff, CJRB the more budget stuff, but sometimes they kind of overlap. But AR RPM 9, proprietary composition created by Artisan Cutlery. It's essentially a spray form 9CR 18 MOV or 440B, so nothing ultra special at the end of the day. But fine, at this territory, definitely not something that, belongs in the upper tier of the knife world or even the mid-range, but fine for a budget steel. It won't hold an edge super long, but it'll be very, very easy to touch up and maintain, and it is stainless and reasonably tough, so it's fine. Let's weigh them real quick. So the weight on these guys is going to come in, hold on one second here. Weight's going to come in at 3.6. It's actually better than I thought. Do we have milling for weight reduction? Yeah, we do. I thought it would be closer to 4. Same thing, 3.6. 3.6, so there you go. Not what I would call a heavy knife. Let's do some size comparisons with some other common budget knives, or some other budget knives that maybe you would be familiar with. This is actually the large Pyrite Light. We have the Migron Valona M. Let's do the smaller Pyrite. I'm trying to think of knives that everybody owns, or that a lot of people own. There's the standard Pyrite Light. Let's do the Vosteed Raccoon. Let's do the Civivi Vision FG, which if you don't own that knife, that's one that I absolutely recommend that everybody pick up. Let's do the Civivi Elementum. It's a good one right there. Sorry, just trying to line them up kind of okay. And then maybe a couple more here. We'll do the new CJRB Acacia, which is an excellent $30 knife. And we'll do the Migron Moyarl. This is a crossbar lock. So there you go. Okay. Pretty cool. A little bit weird, a little bit different. I have never seen I've never seen slots like that. But they do work. Actually, there's plenty of ledge there to be able to reverse flick it. Interesting. Okay, yeah. It's nice that the knife hopes that you'll have a nice day. I find it even more humorous that it's just called the Fugly. It is kinda, but it's also, that's completely subjective. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is it Fugly or is it not? That's just, it's it's just funny to call a knife. I wonder if that'll work for this thing, if it'll get more attention for just calling itself Fugly. Okay, anyways, please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on the Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.